Hey there guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby. What's that guy doing? Not a one to be found. What you looking for, fella? Shroomish. Yeah, I saw a bunch of those around here. Whacked him with my Cascoon. Wait, who's that guy? He looks conspicuous. I'm sick of waiting, so here I am, you! Hand over those papers. It's a robber. And of course, because we just happen to be there, we need to save him. And I have no freaking clue who I left up front. Cascoon, I think? Anyway, outcome. Yeah, Cascoon it is. Well, I might be able to take this guy. If I get the lucky poison on him. Oh, crap. That can be good. Howl raises his attack. If I let him howl a couple times, he's gonna rip through me. Like your finger rips through toilet paper if you try and wipe your ass real hard. What the hell kind of analogy was that? I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I've been thinking. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm exhausted. Missed my frickin' train today back home because of some idiots who just refuse to understand that if a bus is full, it is full. There won't fit any more people inside of it. That's what she said. Haha, good one. Anyways, he's just going for the accuracy hacks. And come on. Oh, nice Cascoon. That critical hit couldn't have come at a better time. And quite a crappy experience gain. Oh well. Anyway, I forgot to tell what we did in the last episode. Wurmple evolved into Cascoon and I caught a Taillow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, he of Team Magma is after something in Rustboro. He didn't rob me of these important papers. That's nice. I'm a hero. And he gives you a Great Ball. The first Great Ball you're gonna get, so that's nice. Thanks, pal. Then you say we're after something in Rustboro too? Yeah. Oh crap. Yeah, then comes the realization that that could be a very bad thing. Let's see. Mudkip. Do I want to put Mudkip up front? We'll stick with Taillow. I think there's a couple of guys with some bug Pokemon up ahead. That'll be a good experience for Taillow. I don't think the girls are going to like you very much if you take bug Pokemon to school, because the general consensus is that girls don't like bugs. Anyway, he has the first Nincada you'll see. Now, Nincada is pretty peculiar. He is a bug and ground type, and for an unevolved Pokemon, he actually has pretty impressive defenses. However, his offenses are kind of lackluster, and pretty much what makes him unique, his bug and ground typing. Yeah, he doesn't keep it. When he evolves, he turns into Ninjask, which is a bug and flying type. But Nincada also has a little special gimmick. Because if you evolve a Nincada into a Ninjask, and you still have one free slot left in your party, you will get a free Pokemon. Oh boy, free Pokemon! Yes, you get a Shedinja. Because apparently, Nincada is based on the Cicada insect, which sheds its larval stage, like can't fly. It's basically just a beetle. And once it sheds its skin or comes out of the cocoon or whatever, it turns into a flying bug. So, pretty much Nincada evolves into Ninjask and leaves behind this shed shell. And apparently, according to the Pokédex entry, some kind of ghost sneaks into Nincada's shed shell and becomes a Shedinja, which then promptly appears in your party if you have one free spot left when your Nincada evolves. So yeah, you can pretty much get 2 party members for the price of 1. If it weren't for the fact that Shedinja is only marginally useful. You see, Shedinja is one of the biggest gimmick Pokemon there is. Because Shedinja only has 1 hit point. Always. He will never have more than 1 hit point unless you're just downright hacking. And to kind of make up for that, he has the ability Wonder Guard, which makes him immune to any attack that is not super effective. However, Shedinja is a bug and ghost type, which means he has quite a few weaknesses. Fire, rock, flying, ghost, dark. That's nearly a third of all types there are, so yeah, it's only marginally useful. Not to mention the fact that his ability does not even protect him against indirect damage. So if there's a sandstorm up, you can pretty much kiss your Shedinja goodbye, because he will die after one turn. And you can just poison or burn him and he'll be a goner. Hell, even entry hazards can instantly kill him, like spikes. So yeah, Shedinja is just horrible. Now, you know what they should do to Shedinja, in my opinion? They should tweak his ability so that he is also immune to all manners of indirect damage. Like the Magic Guard ability in Generation 4. Like, combine Magic Guard and Wonder Guard, and that should be Shedinja's ability. Then he might actually be somewhat useful. But as he is now, Shedinja is just not worth it at all. Anyway, Double Battle. Yes, that's another new thing they added in Generation 3. 2-on-2 battles. They're okay, I guess. They do kind of like have more strategy involved. You can use combinations like having a flying type on one side and using Earthquake with your other Pokemon, doing massive damage to both opponents, but because your flying type's immune to Earthquake, you will be laughing while they will be suffering. And you can come up with all kinds of strategies for that, but I don't really have much strategies to rely on now, so we'll just have to use Taillow and Dustox. Or I forget, what the hell did I talk about Dustox? I meant Cascoon. And just whack the Seedot and Lotad because they're weak to flying and poison attacks respectively. So easy win. And here's a Fisherman with Magikarp. Yeah, Magikarp's in this game too. Because actually they did not bring back all of the original, like, 251 Pokemon for this game. The Hoenn Dex, yes, the region's name is Hoenn, just in case you didn't know, has 200 Pokemon in it, I think. And if you know anything about Pokemon, you would know that in Generation 3 there are already 386 Pokemon. So 186 Pokemon do not appear in the Hoenn Dex, and do not simply appear in the wild at all. And of course they kept fan favorites like the Magikarp line, the Zubat line, the Geodude line, because everyone just loves running into those guys in every bloody cave you go into. And of course they kept the Pikachu line, and like the Meryl line, and Heracross for some reason. Oh well, I like Heracross. Heracross is cool. But yeah, Magikarp still does not know anything but Splash until you get into level 15. So this is just a waste of time. And Magikarp doesn't even give you that many experience either. But hey, it's experience, even if it is very few. And I need experience to get Cascoon to frickin' evolve, so that he finally becomes somewhat useful. This is gonna take a while. I mean, seriously, why would you want to have 3 Magikarps of the same level that can do the exact same thing, which is nothing? It just boggles my mind. Also, I wonder what those, like, spikes are on Cascoon, and on Silcoon too, for that matter. Because I just so happened to see the cartoon episode on TV a couple of days ago, which had like May and Jessie in the cartoon. They both had a Wurmple. May's evolving into Silcoon, Jessie's evolving into Cascoon, and neither of them had those spikes you see on their sprites in the games. So what's the deal with those? It's weird. Can they like retract them at will? Maybe that's why they're not in the cartoon. I mean, in the cartoon, Silcoon and Cascoon are just kind of like balls with eyes. That's about it. Now, come on, Magikarp. Seriously, they could have given Splash a shorter animation. I mean, they're just trolling you, like, duh, you'll have to splash for 5 bloody seconds. Jeez. Alright, still gonna get crappy experience. Ah, boy. I do kind of want to get Cascoon to level 10 in this episode, so that at least something major happens, so that I can at least think of something to put in the episode title. Because someone actually noticed the little gimmick I'm doing with these LP episode titles for Pokemon Ruby. I'm kind of making them resemble Japanese Pokemon anime episode titles. Because I think the Japanese episode titles are much better than the incredibly punny and incredibly unfunny titles the American dub comes up with. And as we all know, Japanese dub is usually the best. American dub tends to take it down a notch, and dubs in any other language than English are downright horrible. I mean, seriously. I was like watching the Dutch dub of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien the other day, and my god, it was awful. Not to mention that pretty much all the characters sound the same. I mean, jeez. Maybe that's what I'll do once I'm done with my study of the English language. I'll start like a translation company. To like translate and dub things from English and make them frickin' decent. I mean, seriously. But anyway, this trainer is also pretty easy training for your Silcoon or Cascoon or Tailo, because they, again, only have grass types. And Lotad pretty much only knows Absorb. And I think he also knows Astonish at this point, which is a really weak ghost move, which is not worth it at all. Yeah, Astonish. It's like 30 base power or something. Lotad doesn't even get stab on it. And Lotad is... well, I think Lotad's physical attack and special attack are kind of similar, so I guess it doesn't really matter on that account. But anyway, Lotad is vanquished. And gives about 5 times as much HP as a Magikarp. Yeah. And the Shroomish. This one should get Cascoon to level 10. Come on, gonna get the poison? No? Fine then. And the Absorb is only a mild nuisance, because he doesn't do much damage with it, he doesn't heal much with it. So, it's only gonna stall time, because the text, you know, like, drained health, lost health, yada yada. I mean, sure, we can figure that out. You don't need to tell, ah crap, Stun Spore. That is annoying. Now I'm paralyzed, although I think Cascoon has the Shed Skin ability, which gives you a 33% chance to get rid of any status effects you have. So hopefully paralysis will just go away. I mean, probably gonna kill the Shroomish now anyway. Yay, I won! And we all know what's gonna happen to Cascoon now. Get some experience, level 10. Sweet. Now he won't suck as much anymore. I shouldn't have battled. Indeed, you should have gone to the kitchen and made me a goddamn sandwich. Ah, it's been a while since I've done one of those. Anyway, Cascoon is evolving. Now, what could a Cocoon turn into? Well, the silhouette kind of gives it away already. And it is... come on. A Dustox. A really weird looking moth. Which is... well, in my opinion, Wurmple's other final form, Beautifly, is better, because Beautifly is the offensive one and Dustox is the defensive one. And in-game, you probably don't really want to use defensive Pokemon, simply because offense really is the way to go on in-game teams. Anyway, we have a Dustox now, and immediately upon evolving learns the Psychic-type move, Confusion, which could help you out against the second Pokemon Gym, which is weak to Psychic moves. So Dustox might come in handy there. Also, something you may have been wondering, yes, I know I said I'd finish up Mario Strikers Charged and LEGO Star Wars before I resume any of the LPs I was doing beforehand, but I figured I'd just upload something people actually want to see for once. Because I get the feeling none of you really give a hoot about the other 2 LPs, like LEGO Star Wars and Mario Strikers Charged. So I figured I'll just put in a Pokemon Ruby episode. And in the next part, we will go to the gym. Bye-bye.